Hello everybody and welcome to JD Wood Construction Guy, owner-operator of JJB 2.0 Construction Services based out of the great state of Florida. As we are all in quarantine for the coronavirus, there's a few things that I went over in the last video for an exterior inspection of your home or a home you're looking to buy or rent. Today we're going to go over a few of the interiors. This is of the same home. Things that you could possibly pick up a little easier than you could on the outside, and a few hints. As you see behind me, this is a new electrical array that's been put in. When I checked for my friend, when I checked the database for this home, for the inspections, it was never inspected. So if you're purchasing a home and this home doesn't have any outstanding or any permitting for things that you know look brand new and shouldn't be with that home, then you need to get, in this case, an electrical contractor out to make sure everything's wired properly. I'm not saying that it's wrong what the homeowner did. I'm just saying it's a good idea to have a professional check out and make sure everything's okay. So as we go on in the house, as you can see, it's the same home. We're on the inside of it. There's a beautiful fireplace. This fireplace is a stucco fireplace that is cut brick. These are wood laminate floorings. Now this is the wall, if you remember, the wall that there's a window on. So as we orient ourselves, we see that this is the wall that we found the cracks on. So it's an idea that as the family room, a lot of time is spent here. And this is actually where my friend's seen issues that were bothering him. So the first issue he noticed was this. This is along one of the windows. As you look, you can see the pool out here. And the corner bead is actually popping off of the drywall. Now, there's a few things that can cause that. One, they didn't crimp it or they didn't use screws and they stuck it with mud, and that can happen. As you can see, these are impact windows. They have been installed. I checked them earlier. They've been installed to specification. So again, there was no permitting for them, but that is something that you would want to have inspected to make sure that they were put in properly if you're going to purchase a home and invest a lot of money in it. Now, one of the other things that he noticed was right over here was above the window. Now, this is directly, he has tape pulling away from the joint, and that caught his eye. But this section here is really bad. And as you can see, this is tape and it is separating. And it's separating really bad. Now that corresponds with the cracking on the outside, which tells me there's a serious void, which has caused the loss of bearing capacity for this section of the home. And it's directly next to the pool. So when you're purchasing a pool, you need to be really careful, or a home with a pool, you need to be really careful that you are not purchasing a problem. And one thing that you can have done is you can actually have a ground penetrating radar scan done of the area adjacent to the pool to make sure that there's no voids. This is around $400 or $500. They go by half day. Most companies go by a full day or half day. It usually takes about a half day. They can tell you if there's a void there, the void needs to be full. I will tell you now, if there's a void there, it has to be fixed. It doesn't fill itself. No matter how we think it will, all it will do will continue to wash away. You'll lose bearing capacity of the soil around it. And when you lose bearing capacity, you will, without a doubt, have issues with the structure of your home. So one of the things that my friend didn't see that I seen earlier and shows me that the previous owner was well aware that this situation was going on is right here. This crack is coming off a stress point of the window, and it goes up through to the ceiling. And the reason I say that the previous homeowner knew about this is because of the paint. So they filled it with paint. Now, one of the reasons a lot of places use white paint's clean, white paint is beautiful, white paint also can hide a lot of things. White paint, when applied, people catch a glare and it will keep a lot of things that you could possibly see hidden. Again, this home was inspected by a professional inspection company. It was given an A rating. So I want to go over a few more things that I've seen while I was here in the house, and then we'll open up the topic for discussion. Now, one of the other things I've seen is over here is, as you can see, the wall butts up against this wall. This is actually a food pantry now. The original design of the house food pantry wasn't here. There was no permit for this food pantry for this addition to be put on. So therefore, that was another thing that was done that's never been checked, it's never been permitted. This house passed an inspection by a company. No one came in and checked the new electrical, no one came in and checked out plumbing, or it would not have passed because there is no permits for this stuff having been pulled. So when I pulled the original tax, and you can go on your tax base and you can see when the house was built, how many permits have been pulled on the house, most of the time the general layout of the house. This was a 4-bedroom house. Well, my friend did not know that. He bought it as a 3-bedroom house. The tax collector still has it as a 4-bedroom house. So the reason is the master bedroom was 2 rooms. As you can see, there's a header beam that goes to here. And if you look really close, you can see where they enclosed the door. So what the previous homeowner did is they decided to make the master bedroom bigger, which is fine. And they removed one of the walls between the master bedroom, which is attached to its own bathroom and shower, to one of the guest bedrooms or normal bedrooms. This ordinarily is fine. If it's your home and you want to do it, I'm all for it. But if you're going to sell the home under the pretense of a 3-bedroom, you need to have someone having inspected it to make sure that that home is in fact capable, that wall is capable of having that large of a span. This home was built in the 70s. There's no telling if that house in its design was designed to have that amount of pressure to go that far. As we go outside, I want to look at one of the things, and then we'll close off for today. One of the things that I would like to look at is the foliage around the house. So as we walk out, this is the front door, and right behind me is a humongous, beautiful tree. And down here, if you look, is concrete that has been in different sizes. So if you look, the concrete, and you see these roots that are here, and you see the concrete different size, it's being lifted. This little knee wall is pushed away from the wall. What's happening is this big, beautiful tree that we all love big, beautiful trees, is less than 10 feet away from the home. While in some areas in the state of Florida, this one being one, it is illegal to remove a tree without cause, you must understand that these big, beautiful trees can many times create big issues, especially if they're near a drain line, especially if they're near your water intake. And again, they will grow under your home. A tree that size has roots that will go underneath this home to the pool area with ease. As they grow, they will lift. Trees are strong, and trees will cause damage. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen walls that were completely destroyed, corners of houses that were destroyed because of the tree that could have been prevented by moving it a little further away, or unfortunately not having it at all. So that's enough for today. If you have any questions, please comment below. And until we see next time, have a great week, stay safe, and for this time, practice social distancing so you don't spread this disease and we can all get back to work. Thank you.